Hello, welcome to Eat This, Drink That, the video podcast that's always full of surprises. We have Steve Greer with us. We have Ali today in the kitchen. Some episodes we know what's going on. Today we have no clue, so we are looking forward to see what Ali's cooking up. Ali, what is your Eat This for today?
Okay, guys, I'll just say it out the gate. Today, I'm going to make for you guys Shrimp Aquachile. Shrimp Aquachile, which is kind of a cousin to ceviche. I first had this dish down in Mexico. It blew my brain away, not in flavor, but in heat. And flavor, it's very tasty. Okay. It's so freaking spicy. Aguachile translates into chili water, fire water. Right. And when we were going through the rum episodes, this dish popped into my head. I think in episodes past, I've talked about why do we have bland foods? Let's talk about super intense, flavorful foods. Shrimp Aquachile is about as intense as it gets. You know what I mean? It's like the hot ones, but instead of a chemical, it's actually made out of real, fresh ingredients. So, traditionally, this dish is made with raw shrimp that gets a very, very quick marinated lime juice, right? Unlike ceviche, which sits for hours, sometimes people do it overnight. Shrimp Aguachile happens fast. Now, the thing is, as I get my pals out here, you need really good shrimp. I went to the supermarket. I asked the guy, hey, is this shrimp good for ceviche? He goes, I don't know. I don't eat seafood. I was like, wow, you work in the seafood department. Nice. So I did the next best thing, which is, and I've seen this as a great alternative if you don't have access to super fresh shrimp, right? Because there's always going to be a bit of a risk there. I did a gentle poach of shrimp. So I've got that right here. Here's some shrimp that I tossed into some boiling water, and then you bring it back down to a simmer. And I wanted to start with that because much like a shrimp cocktail, which is delicious, you can do the same thing in this shrimp aguachile recipe. So I have two raw shrimp right here. These are Argentine red shrimp. Usually when you see them red, you're like, oh, they're already cooked. These are not cooked. These, you can tell they're not, they'll get a little tougher. They're kind of limp right now. So I'm just tossing them into the water. And what I want to show here is, honestly, my first recipe said, 15 minutes. Heck no. In 7 minutes, they were totally done. And I'm not looking for them to, it's kind of funny. You want them, you're doing this because of, to a degree, a risk to reduce risk of disease. But at the same time, too, you don't want them overcooked. Shrimp can overcook really well, especially in hot water. So I'm just going to toss these around here. I'm going to grab a utensil.
Is that just boiling water, Ali? Did you put anything in there? Or
negative, because there's no need. Now, if I was doing shrimp cocktail, I'd have garlic in here. I'd have lemon juice. I'd have bay leaf, right?
In the water.
In the water. Okay. Now, that's cool. It's totally great. But I don't have to worry about that because we are going to make the aguachile, which is all the freaking flavor you're going to need. So I just have a spoon here. I'm tossing this around. Already, in a minute, see, it's already firm. It's already starting to curl up. This is almost done. It does not take long. It takes a few minutes.
Are you trying to get shrimp stock too?
Since I have this, it's true. No, but here's the thing. I did this the easy way. These are done, by the way. You can tell right now. Seriously, in 2 minutes, in 2 to 3 minutes, this is done. All you have to do is have the water already boiling, and then I reduced it. So I'm actually tossing this into ice.
I was right when I guessed ice.
And that's just a great way to this, when you put it in the ice, that's going to stop the cooking process because I don't want them to overcook. And that's that. If you're making shrimp cocktail or aguachile, this is a cool way to do it if you don't have access to super fresh shrimp. So I've got shrimp. It's nice and cold. It's ready for its bath, right? So we're going to make the aguachile. So this is really easy. I've never made this before. I've definitely had it. I've had it on the beaches in Mexico, and then I've had it at if you go to the Mexican market, sometimes they'll sell it and stuff like that. Again, this is so painfully spicy, right? And even as I dug around the internet for recipes and stuff, I saw a lot of people kind of pulling it back. Still, at the same time, like, we're going to bring some heat here. So I'm going to start off with, I got about this is about 6 limes right here. Give me about a half of cup of lime juice, right?
Okay.
So to that, I'm going to add some cilantro. Now, I got to tell you, we started up a garden, and I've been really I thought we have squirrels to attack. I'm literally keeping an eye. It's just a blue jay. So I've got some cilantro right here. I would just add this, and it's kind of funny because our cilantro plant's not doing that great, but this is fresh cilantro.
Okay.
One of the things I found in these recipes is you really want to get some good cilantro. You can obviously go to any supermarket, they'll have it. They don't really have great smell. You know what I mean? Like, they're dirty, you rinse them out, you get all this cilantro, and it doesn't really have a lot of flavor. I rolled the dice on my garden stuff. It's so potent. And you want to keep some of the stem in there, too. The stem has a lot of flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, just give it a couple drags with my knife. By the way, I'm going to be a shill right now.
I saw
this
those.
company sent me this knife, right?
That thing
Total
looks
shill
badass.
food. And it's I think it's called a Nikiri knife. It's like a Japanese kind of chopping knife. There's no edge here. It's all right here. It's not that expensive. They sent it to me going, hey, check out our knife. Here's the code to sell it. And I'm like, whoa. Let me try it out first. Long story short, they finally get me this knife. I'm just tossing the cilantro in here. They sent me this knife, and I'm like, I'll see, guys. I'm not really convinced. I started using it. I made an Instagram reel. I actually like it. And it's like $65. I have a Henkel Santuco, which is kind of similar to this. It's like this meets a chef's knife. I love using this thing. It's got great weight, and the truth is, prior to this, and even in general, I tell you, how much does a good knife cost? I think you want to spend around $150 and up. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. This thing's $65. I don't care. This thing's fine. You know what I mean? So I've got a jalapeno and a serrano here. I'm just going to take the stems off, and I am going to just chop this up a bit, give it a rough chop. Right now I'm just giving the slices.
So you're keeping the seeds and the ribs in there.
Yeah.
So we're going punchy heat.
Exactly. In fact, the star of this is not the shrimp. The shrimp's the vehicle. The star of this, why I'm doing this, is the seeds. It is the heat. Why? Because those rum drinks you kept talking about.
Right.
And I'm going to have you choose what rum drink I had in mind. But as you were telling me some of those rum drinks that are catching a buzz, I'm like, we're gonna fight back.
I already have mine.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, seeds and all. Now the crazy thing is this isn't that gnarly. I mean, it's 1 jalapeno, 1 serrano. I'm just gonna kind of go over with my knife again. This is all gonna get blitzed in my immersion blender. I'm just giving it a little bit of a chop so it all just kind of happens a little bit more smoothly and more fluidly. But yeah, dude, this is literally you're dishing all that booze. For all that booze you were throwing my way, I'm coming back with heat.
Yes.
So if you've had, I'm sure you guys have all had ceviche. Typically, the way you would eat this is because it's spicy. It's real spicy. I would have it on a tostada with some avocado, and it is on. And you know how if you're in Mexico and you have some of the ceviche and they straight up have stuff like ketchup in it. This is a scenario where that does not sound insane because it's so hot. It's so hot.
Cool it down.
Yeah, just something. A little sweet tang. Yeah.
A little sugary.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to put these chilies right in.
Oh, okay. That's going in the lime juice.
You can check out the ratio.
Wow.
Yeah. This is what it is. Now,
so if you're listening to the stream, Ollie just put these into the lime juice. If you're listening to the stream, this is going. Everything's going in the cilantro. The chilies are going in the lime juice. All right, keep going.
So you're not wearing you're not wearing gloves. Are you going to wash your hands in between?
You know what? I only worry about that with habanero. I really don't worry about serrano. That's not that's not a problem. Habanero is a problem. Serrano, I'm not too worried. I mean, I'll tell you straight up, the way I grew up, my mom, some of the aunties, they would be chewing on these things, man. Okay. You know what I mean? Right. And it's funny. I have one Serrano in here, and I didn't use it because it started to turn color. Those are the mean ones. I swear to God. And also, you never know. Sometimes a little spicier than you think. So a big fat jalapeno. A pretty decent sized serrano pepper. It's hard to vary, and sometimes the bigger ones aren't as spicy as you think. Sometimes the smaller ones are spicier. I'm at a quarter teaspoon of salt. Okay. Then we're just gonna blitz this up. I made a batch already, so for a pound of shrimp, which I poached, you're actually going to use a cup of wine. You're actually going to make more juice. All told, this would have been 2 jalapenos, 2 serranos, a handful of cilantro, and a cup of lime juice. So, let me get this guy in here. I love this thing. I got this thing.
What is that?
It's an immersion blender. It's an immersion blender. And I can tell you, I had one and I burnt it out. Then I got one.
Those used to be
this one's on the more expensive end. What's nice about it, it's got this big fat head. The wider the head, the less it splatters up.
Splashes.
The bottom problem with these is they splatter. I mean, that's just, oh well. Here it comes.
All right, so Ali's got his blender inside of the cup, and he is mixing all the ingredients together.
Yeah! Right. Take that, rum.
Hey, can you, you can use a regular blender for this, right?
Absolutely. I just use, I'm a small batch guy. I'm small batch. Like the bourbon you have to ask for at the liquor store. All right. That was for show. Now I'm going to rank it up. Yeah, it's getting a little wild in here. I also like this because it's a lot easier to clean.
Right.
You got this big old dumb blender.
Yeah. That looks like a shot of wheatgrass right now.
Oh, yeah. Try having this after your run. I tasted this earlier, and it's 12:30 here. I ate dinner late, so I didn't really have a full breakfast yet. I had a taste of it, and I was like, this is awesome, and I'm getting heartburn. Like, holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's what it is, I mean, this is for happy hour, but right now it's lunchtime over here in Austin. All right, so I'm just cranking this sucker out. Just making sure at least the chilies are all nice and intermingled.
I feel like they used to have these on like those late night, not Home Shopping Network, but like the those
QVC.
They used to have these kind of blenders for sale a lot during the midnight hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the immersion blender at 12:30 a.m.
Dude, this thing.
Buy it.
Okay, so you want to taste it?
Yeah, $19.99 exactly. Yeah. Billy Mays style.
More salt in there too.
Wow. Now for gringo spice, how do you cut this down?
Skip the serrano.
Okay, just go straight jalapeno.
Do the jalapeno, but to be honest, it's a spicy dish. There's no way around it. It's aguachile. It's a spicy dish. I think what you have to remember too is, this ain't oatmeal and this isn't a salad. You know what I mean? You have to get your mind right. And I also like this too because actually, you know what? I'll put the dish together and you'll really see how this thing works out. Let me just clear this out of the way. Uh-oh.
All right, he's got the cutting board out of the way.
Okay. And Ryan, you're going to have to start thinking about your ideal rum drink with this too, because I can't wait to hear everybody's opinion.
All right, so shrimp's going into this bowl.
Okay.
Right, you know what? Let's get these. These feel cold enough. Yeah, let's get these guys in here too.
Yeah, do you need to chill those overnight? What is the best?
30, 40. I mean, I put it in an ice bath. It got cold quick. I put
Okay.
this batch that I made earlier.
Yeah.
Cooked it, got in the ice bath, and stuck it in the fridge. It's cold, you know. Now the other thing too is like this is technically a workaround. Like this should be raw shrimp. Okay.
Right.
Now what you would be doing if it was raw is you would actually soak the shrimp in the lime juice and salt first, and then build this sauce. You know what I mean? So you'd have to like divide your lime. You know.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pour this right in, and I got some more so we can go a little closer. Oh, you know it's funny. I was like, I wonder if I need it all. Oh, dude, it's just a beautiful looking dish, right? Now the thing is right now, Maximus. This looks like you got just enough juice, right?
What?
Knock it off. Or I will throw you away. See, these neighborhood dogs bark. So this is just a batch I made earlier. Obviously, it loses a little bit of its vibrancy as it sits, right? So I'm pouring this in, adding a little bit more in here. Now we've got a bath, right?
All right.
Okay. So this is looking good, right? This is also one of those things. I get so much lime that I just want to set it off with some salt. Now.
Keeps adding some salt to this creation.
We are not done. No, we are not. So there's garnishes you can add to this too. Makes it more substantive. I've got some thinly sliced cucumber.
Ooh.
We're gonna add that right in. Okay. Mix this around. Oh, dude. Honestly, now I'm like, I mean, margarita is not what I was going for, but yeah, it's like we're having a party. And this is what's nice is now this dish becomes a bit more substantive. You know what I mean? You're adding texture to it. You're getting your veggies. And something that I know Ryan and I have probably tuned in on. Every time we ask Steve for a food recommendation, it involves so much like freaking congealed animal fat. You're like, wow, I feel like I need to take a bath. You know, so this is actually something that's technically light and bright, right?
Yeah.
So cucumbers in here. I'm also going to I added some thinly sliced red onion, and I also put salt in here, okay? It kind of lets it cure, draws out some moisture a bit, it softens it. So we're adding some onion up in here.
What about nuts? You going to add any nuts, Ollie?
Yeah.
You know, that's a killer. I mean, you could definitely do like corn nuts, because that's the Peruvian. Oh, I get it. Hearty heart. You're right. No, I mean, it's such a great texture thing. So now, I mean, dude, this is full on. You know, bring it on. Bring it on right here.
Nice.
So we got
and
the
if anybody doesn't know what Ryan's referring to,
of course,
the ideal side dish for a martini was
nuts.
How
about some nuts?
On the
and now
bar.
some thinly sliced radish.
Okay.
Add that in there too.
Wow, that's awesome. I love you have all these elements that are going to be cooling it down a little bit.
Yeah, you know, and it just kind of adds texture.
Crispy
and,
texture, yeah.
Dude, honestly, this is kind of like, I mean, when I made the carnitas tacos, I actually had people over to finish it. This is like a damn shame that I don't have a party right now, because this is a badass. I'm actually kind of impressed myself. A lot of great color in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've got purple, you've got red, you've got green. Like, this is a sweet party dish. All I need is a tortilla chip. I wonder if I can grab one without knocking everything over. Oh, dude.
Hey,
hell yeah.
One question. You mentioned avocado and making kind of a taco. Can you do a avocado cream into the jalapeno sauce that you made? Or are you talking about freshly sliced avocados?
I think you'd be better off. Again, it's like, you know, it's funny too. As it sits, the heat chills. I notice this when I make salsas. When I first make a salsa, I'm like, damn, what did I do? 30 minutes, an hour. It's more mellow. The next day, I'm like, it's fine. Especially if you're contrasting it. This, I mean, the other thing too is like, there is water in the onion, water in the radish, water in the cucumber as this sits. And it's not meant to sit overnight. Like, Damn, I got a meal over here. But
yeah, it's looking good.
Have an avocado. I am going to do one other thing because we got to do the money bite. Money bite is coming your way, Steve.
All right, we're at the risk of Ollie doing a blooper right now as he reaches behind the camera.
You have no.
My
I'm
mouth
literally
is actually watering.
where everything is set up right now. It's a miracle. This almost all came crashing down, but it did not. Okay, let's clear some stuff. Make some room. So many containers, so I can make this look pro.
Awesome.
Here it is. This is how you do it. So yeah, I actually
these white corn. Are
right
these tortilla chips? What's going on with the chips, Ollie?
Yeah, I mean, you need some kind of chip to have it, right?
Is it tortilla? What kind is it?
They're tortilla chips, of course.
Okay.
Of course. We're a guacamole house. There's always some guac happening here.
Not ruffled.
Pete loves it. That's his like numero uno condiment for tacos. He sadly does not do a ton of salsa. But oh snap, son. Oh, this is a little. Everything is here. Ooh, there it is. I have to tell you, this is like halfway.
Ollie is trying to apply avocado.
Dude, my mouth just did water. That
looks beautiful.
Wow, well done, Ollie. Very good. So Ollie just had a chip with a shrimp and an onion and an avocado on it, and yes, that's why he's not talking yet.
The only thing I tell you is it would be even more fast. It's real good with cooked shrimp, but the raw shrimp, I don't know. There's just you're playing with fire, But it's fantastic dish when it's hot out. Which we're in triple digits for the next 2 weeks in Austin. So
really,
boom, there you go. Also, the other thing I want to add, the juice is spicy, but when you eat it with the shrimp and everything else, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I would say you want to try this out. Start with half a pound of shrimp, half a cup of lime juice. Do a jalapeno. Do that. You should be fine. Seeds and all. And then try the serrano. But I mean, this is totally good. I mean, I'm like, I gotta call the neighbor over. Yeah, dude, that's freaking fantastic.
Ali, if you got the good shrimp, let's say you got great shrimp, right? Is this something where you would not poach it and you would sort of have it like self-cook in lime juice or something? How would you do that?
So for the OG version, you would take the really, really good shrimp. You would, of course, make sure it's peeled and deveined, and the tail's gone. So, all that, not even the tail.
Meat
and
only.
Then all the recipes I saw have you butterfly the shrimp, not all the way, but almost like open it up like a book. That was kind of a lot of work too. I was like, I don't know about that. But that helps the quick cure. And again, unlike ceviche, which it's all a mix, then it sits for a period of time. You would say take half a pound of shrimp, half a cup of lime juice, and let that sit. And while it's sitting, I would then build the rest of that sauce. So another half cup of lime juice, your chilies, your salt, and then you mix it all together. You know what I mean? So it's a real quick cure. I mean, not long at all. Not long at all. Some people drain it from the lime juice. Some people use that same lime juice. You're using really good shrimp. Why not? You know what I mean? You're obviously saying, hey, I'm going to eat something raw. That carries risk. That's what I'm going to go eat sushi, But, I mean, it's funny. Like, one of the things, too, I found when we make, like, say, spicy tuna, like you get in the sushi.
Yeah.
You want to be careful that you don't make too much because you want to eat it in the moment. You can have it. I've rolled the dice and I've had it as leftovers, and you're kind of like, it just loses its luster. So a little goes a long way. You almost want to make a little and just inhale it. Like, even though I'm looking at this and I'm like, this should be eaten today. I mean, even though it's cooked, but it's like you can even see how that aguachile changed in color, and that was in an hour and 15 minutes. You know what I mean? This is like a make it. And it's like almost like guac style. You know what I mean? You make the guac, it looks great. By the time your company comes over, it looks like Iggy Pop.
What are we drinking with this? What's going on here? I have some ideas on my end of things, but we have Steve, obviously our beverage expert. We're thinking rum drinks here. Steve, what were you thinking for this to pair?
So I just went back through all our production notes for all the tropical and tiki drinks.
Yep.
My first thought was pina colada.
Same for me. Same for me.
Because of the coconut cream and the pineapple. I mean, I like spicy, but I'm also still a gringo from Ohio. So I'm more of a medium spice kind of guy. So the coconut cream would help with any kind of over-the-top spiciness.
Pineapple.
I am going to guess that Ali was thinking Mai Tai with this.
Ooh, good guess.
Oh, interesting.
Also, go ahead.
I got to the pina colada because I was looking at, say, caipirinha. That has lime juice already in it.
Yep.
The daiquiri already has lime juice in it. And so I thought pina colada would be, we wouldn't add any more of that citrus. We'd get sort of the sweeter with the pineapple and the coconut. Yep. So we are in complete agreement on that.
The other pineapple one I thought of would be really good is the Singapore Sling. It's with gin, not rum. It also has some club soda for a little effervescence. That would be really good.
Nice.
The Mai Tai has the almond liqueur in it, so it gives another dimension of flavor to go with that shrimp and kind of the linear spice.
I think Ali has just had lunch.
Yeah, he's
Ali was
dying
going
right
to town
now.
over there.
It's good. It's as I'm eating this, it almost justifies the drink I had in mind the whole time. Even though I've never had the drink, but the way you described it, I was like, Jesus Christ.
So
you ready?
Yours, Ali?
Yep. Yes. Yep.
The Planters rum.
No way. Planters
because this is so strong, and that drink is so strong. I'm like, what is it that I need that kind of keeps the fight going? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like standing in the middle of the ring, going toe to toe. It's Creed versus Drago, and he's shortened the distance, and he's just taking the hits. And now it's about who's got the stamina. You know what I mean? It's a 12-round knockdown, drag out, Shrimp Aquachile, Planters rum. Like, just here we go. And that's what you signed up for. And that's it.
Yep.
And the Planters punch has orange juice in it. Am I correct?
So you could do orange, you could do pineapple. There's different variations. Okay. We went with no juice, so it was less sweet and more punchy and more rum focused. So we went 3 ounces of dark rum, 3/4 ounces of lime juice, an ounce of simple syrup, a little bit of grenadine, a little bit of Angostura bitters, and then we topped it with club soda.
Okay.
So a very different variation. I'm not sure if this is more of an old school variation. I'm going to guess this is the original recipe. But it's a lot of rum. It's 3 ounces of rum.
That's one drink. See, that's what I mean. You brought a lot, so I'm bringing a lot.
I like it.
It's like
awesome.
I mean, the pina colada, I get it, but I think you're looking to tame this. And I don't think you tame anybody. You don't tame the planter. You don't tame the aguachile. I mean, it's all like ceviche is the polite version, right? That's the polite version. That's the one where you're going to have balance. Aguachile is not polite. Okay. Aguachile is the off-the-menu hot. You know? Okay. That's what the dish is. And believe it or not, I think this is an appropriate heat. Yeah. And dude, I swear, this should be a summer dish. The other dish I was going to make, still can make it. I was going to make wings, Jamaican jerk wings in the air fryer. But I also was thinking because as you guys know, I've been trying to like embrace the lighter side. Like this is stuff that like screams the season right now. It's, you know, we're deep into the heat down here in Austin, and I think it's just a really cool way to experience foods that go with beverages beyond like the super heavy. You know, this isn't a lot of fat you're cutting with here. You're cutting heat. You know, totally kind of different thing. You know, I mean, in some ways, this is like, I mean, ceviche. It's a fish salad, isn't it? You know, so like, yeah, it's just a different kind of way of looking at it. Yeah.
So another option on the drink to go with your idea of toe to toe, punchy versus punchy.
Yeah,
you could go full zombie with this one, which is
that was the other. Yeah, zombie. Yeah, yes. No, like there were some freaking beasts. You know. See, like,
the zombie is 4 ounces of rum. It is 1.5 ounces of Jamaican, the funk rum, 1.5 ounces of just regular Cuban or Puerto Rican gold, something a little more neutral, and then it's topped with 151. So you got 4 ounces of rum.
I mean, that's you know what he said.
Ollie's so jacked up he just licked the back of his knife. So
it was a dinner knife.
This is how spicy this dish is.
Yeah, it's you know, it just there's I don't have the drink I keep talking about. Clear, I don't have 4 ounces of rum with me. That's the problem.
He's licking anything that he can find in the kitchen. There's just no alcohol available.
Yeah, you need to set your bar up for summer, for parties, for tiki and tropical drinks, so that you can just whip one of these up.
Yeah. Now, I mean, this is already like, you know, we were always talking about like it's like you want to grill in the summer, but it's so hot. And even like, are you even in the mood? And this to me is like a perfect thing to put out there, you know, while people chug beers. You are chugging beers.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Ali, be sure to take a picture of this bad boy for the Instagram.
You know what?
Before you eat all of it.
The cool thing is I'm totally going to make it again because I think it's shoot, I forgot. My neighbor is too sissy on heat. Damn it! I need to unload this stuff on somebody.
One other question. You mentioned a tostada preparation. So would you grill a corn tortilla and then lay it out?
I mean, you can buy them already fried. We tried this the other day. We made them in the air fryer. It was awesome.
Okay.
Just because it's fresh, you know. But I just buy a tostada, put this on there, sliver of avocado, done. Like, absolutely.
Nice.
You know, the other thing too is like because it's so spicy, I made a pound. This is enough for like 8 servings in a way. You know what I mean? Okay. You just give someone a small thing, it gets them going. That was spicy, and then you move on to something else. You know what I mean? You're not just trying to sit here and finish a bowl of this that you made for your podcast. I'm about to do.
Right.
Ali, awesome episode today.
Yeah. I was like, and the thing is, this is not hard to make at all. Like, not hard to make at all. It was as easy as squeezing some lime juice and having some sort of, and it would totally work in a blender. I would definitely use a blender. You know, especially if you use a blender. You're gonna end up with a lot of aguachile. I hope you know.
Yeah. This is a simple one. That was great, Ali. Any final thoughts, or either one of you, Steve, Ali?
I guess I need to buy more rum.
Yeah.
The last when I made those daiquiris, we killed the bottle. That bottle got finished. Killed it. So I need more rum.
Drinks in there.
Yeah. No. Shrimp Aquachile, do it. Take your ceviche to new heights. Feel the burn.
Eat this, drink that. We're trying to, we did a lot of tropical and tiki dishes, and this is one of Ali's pairings that was sort of inspired by that. So go back on the YouTubes and check out some of our past episodes to sort of get what we're talking about. Caipirinha, we got Planter's Punch, the zombie, all sorts of stuff. Pina colada in a way that you would not expect. all sorts of good stuff. So check out the YouTube or the streams for Eat This, Drink That. Ollie's face is burning off here. I love it. So we're going to sign off here, and thank you everyone for listening and watching. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Ali, for another great food episode for Eat This, Drink That. The money shot. Take a picture.
I love it, Ali. I'm going to find this dish right now.
Wow. Yeah. Good.
He's punishing himself.
This will cure COVID.